ফিউজ হয়ে যায় কানেকশন।
আচ্ছা,
তাই আমার কিছু ইস্যু হচ্ছিল, আমি বারবার জয়েন করার চেষ্টা করছিলাম বাট তবু ফেল দেখাচ্ছিল।
ওকে ওকে। Okay, on behalf of Ravindric Psychotherapy Research Institute Trust, I welcome you all to today's August gathering. Initially, we start with our invocation prayer. So please close your hands for the prayer. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahobirjam Karuvavahai Tejasvina Buddhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We are very much pleased that Professor Ramji Lal, he is here, and he is the secretary of the Community Psychology of India. So, Professor Ramji Lal, can you tell me something about the Community Psychology of India?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for organizing this wonderful webinar. And you have been very kind enough, particularly with me and with our association, that whenever we invited you, you delivered lectures and you expressed your great concern with the association. This association was established 38 years ago, and from 38 years we have covered a long journey for development of psychology, for application of psychology to community welfare. And we published journals, Indian Journal of Community Psychology. We organized a number of international and national conferences, and still we are engaged in some activities which lead to community welfare. So our purpose was just to go in the community and do something for the community. What we find that in most of the cases, the psychology people are engaged in the departments, in academics, but very few are engaged with the community intervention, and because of it, the psychology is not getting the position which it should have. So, this our approach is for community welfare, and some community intervention activities are also going on. So, we have published some books on community psychology. We have one book on community psychology in India, Indian perspective, geriatric issues in community psychology perspective, and the Samudayik Manovigyan in Hindi. And two books we have brought out. One is a textbook of community psychology. It is in English, volume 1, and volume 2 is applications in Indian context. So these are the some academic achievement of the association, and still we are proceeding on with the help of the person like you, and we hope cooperation from you in the future. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you. The more we will involve, that is, the psychology community will be involved in community psychology, then
Yeah,
psychology can be more useful and it will be very much interdisciplinary.
yeah, that's your purpose.
Yeah, because in psychological counseling or psychotherapy, we have to pay attention to the context.
Yeah, that
That
is
is the
essential.
community.
That is
What,
essential.
whatever our learning, whatever our ecosystem, that is based upon the community. Okay. Now
Really.
I am requesting our program coordinator Farah Ahmed to share the activities of RPRIT or Ravindra Psychotherapy Research Institute Trust.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Please share my screen. Okay. So I'll start with the logo meaning. Rabbinic psychotherapy, a transformative process designed for self-awakening in the treatment of psychological disorders and mental distress. It is developed by the esteemed president of our institute, Dr. Devdulal Roy, based on his prolonged research and treatment cum counseling of his patients. Rabbinic psychotherapy, once again, Rabindranath psychotherapy draws inspiration from the creations of great Rabindranath Tagore. It revolves around the use of therapeutic postulates, which are fundamental assumptions forming the basis of the theory. One key aspect of this psychotherapy is the avoidance of labeling. Instead, it encourages understanding others' consciousness. In Rabindranath psychotherapy, consciousness is envisioned in three layers. The Murti layer, portrayed in gray, serves as a seat of attention, sensation, and perception. Moving to the rag layer in the middle, we find the domain of feelings, emotions, memory, and their connected associations. This layer is vibrant and diverse, reflecting the colorful flows within consciousness. Finally, the innermost layer, portrayed in white, represents harmony with surroundings, aesthetics, and the path to creativity and innovation. This unique approach offers a profound understanding of the self and others. Rabindranath Psychotherapy of Research Institute Trust logo is symbol representing the transformative power of self-awareness. Tamsoma Jyotigamaya means exploring the truth by removing the error, which is psychometric approach. Rabindranath Psychotherapy Research Institute Trust was established on 1st July 2018. RPRIT carries out researches in academic field and to promote the study and dissemination of knowledge of Rabindranath psychotherapy. Research-based teaching is the philosophy of our institute. RPIT created syllabus based on students' need. RPIT is functioning as Pan India. Indians from different parts of the country join RPIT courses every year. Both internal and external faculties are teaching here. The trust has more than 500 students. RPIT launches offline study center at Sri Ram Grand City, Grand Vallabhbhai Konnagar rail station, and RPIT has received its GST number also. The Academic Council of Rabindranath Psychotherapy Research Institute Trust plays an important role in academic activities and research. The council is comprised of chairman, secretary, and members having more than 10 years teaching and administrative experiences. General body member includes Dr. Devdulal Roy, Mr. Dipta Majumdar, Dr. Rama Manna, Dr. Subrata Basak, Dr. Stanshu Khatwa. Members are Dr. Dulal Roy, Dr. Purna Basak, Dr. Srinath, Dr. Paritita Biswas, Dr. Sushmita Mukhopadhyay, Dr. Ishita Chatterjee, Dr. Subrata Saha. In 2025, RPIT successfully conducted 7 academic skill development and training programs with a total of 44 students enrolled. These programs focused on behavioral economics, machine learning in psychology, data science and aligned sciences, social science data analysis for policy research using base R script, foundation of school psychology, 60 hours online training on fundamental statistics with R script and Jamovi with mentorship support provided by 3 mentors, a 4 month online certificate course on Introduction to Parenting for Early Childhood, and a 6 months online training on Foundation of Applied Psychometrics using Jamovi and RStudio. In 2025, RPIT conducted 4 research internship programs for undergraduate and postgraduate students supported by structured paid mentorship. A research internship in career counseling was offered by ICFAI University Tripura with 38 students enrolled, guided by 3 mentors. The rank-based data science using Excel internship was conducted separately for Maharaja Manindra Chandra College as a 60-hour program, 8 students enrolled, supported by 1 mentor, and for Haldia Institute as a 120-hour program, 38 students enrolled, supported by 3 mentors. In addition, a paid research internship in industrial safety psychology was offered to postgraduate students with a psychology background with 3 interns enrolled. With a total of 131 students enrolled in 2025, 100 technical reports submitted by students, including 4 anecdotal reports and support for 3 projects on data analysis and PhD research. RPIT continues to foster research and academic excellence. As a registered vendor of Tata Power, RPIT has developed a research collaboration involving the creation of the safety consciousness scale and the conduct of psychometric assessments for worker classification with respect to safety consciousness for Haldia, Jojobera, TPNODL, and PPGCL, with 2 assessment reports submitted. RPIT's psychometric safety training approach emphasizes worker categorization, cost effective training, and safety culture development, and has been successfully implemented in Haldia, West Bengal, and Jharkhand, with participation for more than 1,000 workers across Odisha, Uttar Pradesh, Jharkhand, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Tripura, and West Bengal. RPIT also published paper in 2025, including Musical Aptitude and Cognitive Growth, a culturally rooted assessment framework based on Rabindra Sangeet in International Journal of Music and Performing Arts by Gaki Datta, revisiting rank based data in social science insights from percentile transformation in updates by Dr. Devdula Datta Roy, and value preferences among adolescents, a study of path and goal oriented Rabindic values in mind and society by Dr. Devdula Datta Roy and Farah Ahmed. Before moving ahead, I would like to briefly introduce our president, Dr. Devdulal Datta Roy. He's a psychologist whose work spans psychology, statistics, and data science with a strong focus on integrating quantitative methods into behavioral research. He has served as a head of the psychology research unit at the Indian Statistical Institute, Kolkata, where he contributed significantly to interdisciplinary research combining psychology with statistical analysis. His work focuses on areas like psychometrics, rank based data analysis, and the application of AI and data science in social science research. He has also authored books on statistics and R programming, aiming to make analytical tools accessible to students and researchers. He is also the founder of RPRIT, where he is developing the framework of Rabindra's psychotherapy by integrating Tagore's philosophical ideas with modern psychological science. He is a member of the American Psychological Association, holds an ORCID researcher identification number, and is a registered researcher on ResearchGate, reflecting his active engagement with the global research community. His continuous effort in AI integrated research and training are reflected in the programs we are offering today. These are glimpses of our RPIT newsletter through which we regularly share our academic activities and achievements. And now I would like to briefly present the recent academic and research development of the Rabindra's Psychotherapy Research Institute Trust. As part of our of our academic publication initiatives, 2 books have already been completed under the institutional publication program, Introduction to R Programming and Foundation of Statistics. These books were developed to support students and researchers in building foundational skills in data analysis and statistical understanding. In addition, several new books are currently awaiting publication, including Introduction to Health Psychology, Music Therapy, and Introduction to Environmental Psychology. These upcoming publications reflect our interdisciplinary approach towards psychology, health, environment, and applied behavioral sciences. Today's program is a 117th Sunday free webinar on AI ethics and psychological liability. The webinar focuses on the ethical, psychological, and social implication of artificial intelligence and its growing influence on human behavior, decision making, mental health, and society. The session aims to provide participants with a broader understanding of responsible AI use and the importance of ethical awareness in an increasingly AI driven world. The webinar features Dr. Devralal Datta Roy as the speaker. Participants for diverse educational backgrounds, ranging from higher secondary students to doctoral scholars and professionals, have joined the session with interest in AI ethics, mental health, psychological aspects of AI, generative AI, explainable AI, and the relationship between AI and psychology. We are pleased to welcome all participants to today's session and thank them for their enthusiastic interest. We look forward to an engaging and insightful discussion on this important and emerging topic. Now, without further delay, I would like to hand over the session to our esteemed speaker and founder of our institute, Dr. Devdulal Datta Roy. Over to you, sir. Roy, sir, are you there?
Mute. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Farah, for describing academic activities of our institute. And we are very much proud of you for your presentation. Now, I am going to present my presentation. Just you tell me whether it is visible or not. I think now it is visible. Is it okay now?
Yes, it is okay.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you. So today we are at the crossroad in our society because sometimes we do not know, that is, what is our perception about the AI, because sometimes we are suffering from the decisions of AI. Therefore, American Psychological Association has given special emphasis on AI ethics and the psychological liability. AI ethics is no longer limited to computer science. This is a totally misnomer. It has become an interdisciplinary field connecting psychology, education, law, healthcare, management, sociology, philosophy, and safety sciences. As AI increasingly influences human thought, emotion, work, and social life, ethical understanding becomes essential for protecting human dignity, autonomy, mental health, and social justice. So this will be our focus. AI in regular life. Artificial intelligence or AI represents one of the most transformative technological innovations of the 21st century. From virtual assistants and recommendation systems to medical diagnostics and autonomous vehicles, AI has become deeply embedded in everyday life. Through machine learning and deep learning techniques, that is the neural network model, AI systems can analyze large volumes of data, recognize patterns, make predictions, and automate complex tasks. These capabilities have created unprecedented opportunities for innovation and efficiency across multiple sectors. In this connection, I can tell you that is long back, I have developed the concept that is the psychoinformatics. And now we are using the AI. What is AI ethics? The increasing reliance on AI has raised important questions regarding ethics and human well-being. AI systems become more influential in shaping decisions and behaviors. Concerns emerge about fairness, privacy, accountability, and the potential psychological effects on individuals and communities. Consequently, AI ethics and psychological liability have become critical areas of inquiry in both academic research and practical policy development. AI ethics refers to the moral principles and guidelines that govern the development, deployment, and use of artificial intelligence systems. The primary objective of AI ethics is to ensure that AI technologies benefit humanity while minimizing harm. This is very, very important. So what are the fundamental principles of AI ethics? First one is the fairness. AI systems should treat individuals equitably and avoid discrimination based on gender, ethnicity, socioeconomic status, age, disability, or other characteristics. Since AI systems learn from historical data, there is a risk that existing social biases may be reproduced or amplified. Transparency. Users should be able to understand how AI systems reach decisions. Transparent systems promote trust and enable individuals to challenge potentially unfair outcomes. Accountability. Developers, organizations, and institutions must assume responsibility for the consequences of AI-generated decisions. Accountability mechanisms are essential when errors of harms occur. Privacy. AI systems often process large quantities of personal information. Ethical AI requires the protection of confidentiality and informed consent regarding data collection and usage. Human welfare. The ultimate goal of AI should be the enhancement of human well-being rather than the maximization of profit or efficiency at the expense of individuals and communities. So my point that AI should be related with our happiness index or with our quality of life. Now, what is psychological liability? Psychological liability refers to the responsibility associated with psychological, emotional, emotional, cognitive, or behavioral harm resulting from a particular action, systems, technology, or intervention. As AI increasingly influences communication, employment, education, and social relationships, its psychological impact becomes more significant. Unlike physical harm, psychological harm may be subtle, cumulative, and difficult to detect. Nevertheless, its consequences can profoundly affect mental health, self-esteem, motivation, and social functioning. Therefore, if you want to do research on AI, you can think about the AI ethics as your independent variable, and the psychological liability would be your dependent variable, and the personality or your value orientations that can be act as the moderating or the mediating variable. Psychological liability. So psychological risk of AI, that is emotional manipulation, manipulation of emotions, digital addiction, excessive screen time, social isolation, that is reduced face-to-face interaction, reduced autonomy, that is loss of self-confidence, and cognitive overload, that is the information overload. Because of the emotional manipulation, unhealthy behaviors will be reinforced. And digital addiction will develop the dependency and self-regulation loss. Social isolation, weakened social connections, loss of self-confidence, that is over-reliance on AI guidance. Information overload, it covers the decision fatigue. Therefore, you can think that psychological risk of AI can be your predicted variable in your research. In this connection, I can share that RPRIT, Ravindra Psychotherapy Research Institute, Trust is deeply interested with internship on the AI ethics and the psychological liability. So again, I am writing emotional manipulation, AI-powered recommendation systems, and social media algorithms often analyze emotional responses to maximize user engagement. Such systems may unintentionally manipulate emotions and reinforce unhealthy behavioral patterns. Sometimes we are using the chat GPT or Gemini AI or others AI for the emotional manipulation. Okay. And you have to understand that is how AI is learning. AI follows the three approaches of learning. One is the supervised learning, another one is the unsupervised learning, another one is the reinforcement learning. So when AI makes any decision related to the emotional issues, okay, and if the user repeatedly reinforces the AI, then AI is thinking that your consciousness is guided by this type of prompt. Therefore, there is a high chance for the emotional manipulation by the AI. Because you, as the user, reinforces repeatedly the emotional content. Digital addiction. Many AI-based platforms are designed to retain user attention. Continuous exposure to personalized content can contribute to excessive screen time, dependency, and reduced self-regulation. Social isolation, although AI facilitates communication, excessive reliance on virtual interactions may reduce meaningful face-to-face relationships and social connectedness. Reduced autonomy, when individuals become overly dependent on AI-generated recommendations, they may gradually lose confidence in their own judgment and decision-making abilities. Cognitive overload, the large volume of information generated by AI systems may overwhelm users, impair concentration, and contribute to decision fatigue. So the strategies of decision making by AI. Unlike humans, AI does not possess consciousness, emotions, intuition, or moral judgment. Instead, it relies on mathematical models and learned patterns from data. Artificial intelligence makes decisions by analyzing the data, identifying patterns, calculating probabilities, and selecting the most likely or optimal outcome according to its programming and training. So how AI understands the problem, how AI can make the decision. The first stage is the data reservoir. AI first receives information from its environment. Text entered into a chatbot. Medical images in a hospital, for example. Student performance data in education, for example. Sensor data from industrial equipment, for example. So this is the data reservoir. So when you are searching the Google is the data reservoir. Data mining, AI system converts raw information into a form that can be analyzed. Words become numerical representations. Images become collections of pixels. Behavioral records become structured dataset. This allows the system to compare new information with previously learned patterns. That means what AI is doing, AI is collecting several data from the web, and AI transforms the data into some numerical representation. And based upon that, AI makes the decision. AI tries to find out the pattern. For example, you know that there are several graphical modes of the data. For example, the scatter plot, that is for the regression. Box whisker plot, so that is for the pattern recognition. The dendrogram, based upon the uh, cluster analysis. Like that, AI is providing several type of patterns, and it is the function to find out the relation between the obtained pattern and the previous pattern. So there are two types of data learning. First one is the training, another one is the testing. Next is the probability calculation. Next is applying decision rules, and AI generates a decision or recommendation.
Similarly,
Strategies to overcome. Psychological liability arises when AI systems contribute to stress, anxiety, frustration, emotional dependency, cognitive overload, or perceived injustice. Therefore, effective strategies are required to minimize this risk and ensure psychologically responsible AI implementation. Critical decisions should not be made exclusively by AI. Human experts should review AI recommendations before final decisions are implemented. So this is my suggestion. Please, you do not hide anything in your prompting. Okay, whatever your knowledge, please you share to AI so that AI can understand what is your expectation. Otherwise, AI will give you the wrong answer. Recently, we have done this type of research in RPRIT regarding the safety uh, consciousness, and we have noted that this type of problems are there. Therefore, it is very much important to identify your strong predictors. If your predictors are not good enough to predict, then your classification based upon the AI, that will be biased. AI systems should provide understandable explanations for their decisions. Organizations should evaluate the psychological effects of AI systems before implementation. This is very, very important. That is, the users or the organization should think that what will be the psychological effects on the society. So future AI systems should be designed with explicit attention to human well-being. Therefore, this is my suggestion that whatever the AI decisions, always you try to relate it with the quality of life. So thank you everybody for your presence. Now it is over to the participants to ask me any question.
Sir, there are many AI we see like Gemini, like Chatback, like Meta. So can all the AIs work similar in a similar pattern, or there are some specific for the psychology people?
Thank you, sir, for your very valuable question. No, they are not following the similar pattern because they are designed to satisfy the user's needs. Okay, for example, in case of uh, there is one AI that is the Chat GPT. Chat GPT, when you want to make any PowerPoint presentation, Chat GPT directly can help you. Chat GPT can design several slides for your PPT, but Chat GPT will not give you the PPT directly. Therefore, there is another AI, maybe the Jenna or Jenny like that. They are providing this type of things. Another thing, the users are of different types. Some users are the researchers. So for them, Scopus Index Journal is very, very important for them. Therefore, there is one AI that has been developed in order to satisfy the user so that they can publish their paper in the Scopus Index journal. So their approaches are different. Thank you, sir.
Sir, one thing I wanted to ask from you, that
Hmm.
suppose if I want to prepare a research paper and I am using the chat GPT. So whatever the informations we receive from the chat GPT, can it be considered ethical?
Okay, thank you, sir. This is a very good question. And be careful when you get the result from AI. You have to study the AI result thoroughly, and you have to find out whether there is a gap, because ChatGPT can make the mistake. It is clearly written. And if you use the ChatGPT, please you add it in your reference that which point or which text you have used from the ChatGPT. That is also important nowadays.
Oh,
Sir,
that's
can I
good
show
thing, but
one? Sir, can I show one example, like
Mhm.
how ChatGPT has interpreted wrong results?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So let me show you one example. So I asked ChatGPT to interpret my result of proactive safety lifestyle, where I have mentioned 2.17 mean. And ChatGPT was telling me it's a moderate level of safety. But when I told him that it's a 5 point Likert scale, it was telling me again moderate. Then I put this kind of prompt. Let me show you the prompt. Okay.
hello.
Yes, yes, sir. I'm showing you how. So I told him that it's a 5 point rating scale and mean is 2.17. How can you claim it's a moderate level of proactive safety lifestyle? So then he corrected his information that yes, you are correct. On a 5 point rating scale, a mean is 2.17 is low. So, if you give this kind of input to ChatGPT, it will correct the interpretation. So, a common challenge when using AI for psychological and research interpretation is that the generated output may sound convincing while still being conceptually incorrect. Like you have seen that 2.17, he was showing that it is moderate, but it is not moderate, right?
Very correct.
Yeah. So this example highlights an important ethical issue in the use of AI for psychological assessment and research.
I think now it is clear to all of you. That is, we have to provide adequate information to AI. If we do not provide adequate information to AI can give the decision, but that decision will not be effective.
Sir, one thing I wanted to know,
Hmm.
how chat GPT gives information to us. What is the procedure? How the outcome we find from the chat GPT?
I have already discussed this issue that ChatGPT is following three types of learning.
Mm.
So first one is the supervisory learning. That means everything has been labeled already. And ChatGPT will follow that level. But when there is no such level, what is the, I think the philosophy very much related to Rabindranath Tagore, that is the unsupervised learning. So there is no label. Only there is a flow in consciousness. So that is the another approach, that is the unsupervised learning. So you are not giving any label. You are not telling that this individual is anxious and this individual is suffering from depression, etc. You are not giving. Only you are giving the flow of consciousness. Then ChatGPT will analyze the unsupervised learning approach. There is unsupervised learning. Another one is the reinforcement learning. So in ChatGPT, you will find out there is some images are there, like the thumbs up, etc., and thumbs down also. So if you click thumbs up, then ChatGPT assumes that user is happy for this particular decision. But be careful, whatever the decisions will make ChatGPT, you have to study thoroughly. Okay, and you have to check whether that information is correct or not. So that has been discussed just now by Farah, because we have tested this model.
One more question, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, suppose if I am preparing a PhD thesis and for conceptual framework, I put the question before ChatGPT and the ChatGPT just narrated the whole conceptual framework. Just I would like to know, is it I have gone through the editing and everything, and I found that the whatever the matter we received from the Chat GPT, it is useful, it is correct, there is no problem. So can we put the matters in the thesis in the same pattern? So
No, sir.
will there be a problem of plagiarism or such
Yeah,
like this?
that will be included as the plagiarism. So nowadays there is one AI that can detect, that is whether you have collected the information from another AI, or that is ChatGPT or not. So that is also possible nowadays. So plagiarism can be checked. That
So
is
how
possible.
the plagiarism will be removed?
Yeah, definitely. It will indicate by some coloring that this is the line. You have not followed the proper guideline. You are following from the AI. So you have to tell
No, no,
AI. You
just
have to tell all the information to your thesis.
suppose a
That is
matter AI detector just it clarified that the whole matter is from the AI, but plagiarism is zero.
definitely.
It means the matter which have been collected is ethical.
No, this is not at all ethical as per the guidelines of APM.
So what should be done?
So
What is
therefore, we have to
the
write down everything, that this portion I collected from ChatGPT and the date, time, etc.
if declaration has been made in the preface that the AI has been consulted and the matters have been collected after using AI. So how it will not be considered ethical?
So editorial board is there. They are expert. Editorial board is there. Editorial board will decide that part. Okay. So we
It
cannot
means
depend upon only the AI. Editorial board is there. Editorial committee is there. So
no,
they
no,
will
suppose
check.
for thesis work, just I wanted to know that if we collected material from the AI and we also collected the material from the Google and from other the academic sources and everything is mixed with it, then how it can be said that the matter is unethical?
For that reason, PhD examiners are there. Examiner cell is there. It is their function to check. Okay. If there is any ethical violation, that will be checked by the ethical committee of the university. So their experts are there. When it has been sent to them, they will study thoroughly.
Suppose a person has written a book and he has taken help from the AI. So there is no any panel to check the plagiarism or ethical standards.
Sir, market will decide whether you are giving
So,
the wrong information or others. Okay.
so if you are
If it
copy
is a book.
pasting now, then it becomes unethical. You are copy pasting the language from AI, then it becomes challenging.
So my point, that is whatever your decisions, that should be checked, because that can disturb your society, larger society, larger community can be disturbed. I am not giving any example now because we know it very much. That if there is some logical discrepancy, then the society will suffer. So we have to train AI properly. For example, here is Shupti Mukherjee. So Shupti Mukherjee, Mukherjee is the title. And also we can tell the Mukhopadhyay. For example, Rima Mukhopadhyay is here. So Mukherjee and Mukhopadhyay, both are same. If we do not train the AI cannot make the similarity between the two. Okay, so they will think that these two are totally different.
So AI decisions can be challenged.
There, whatever AI is giving, that depends upon the human being. Because if you do not train your AI, then there is a high chance for the misinformation by the AI. Sir, here Monalisa Patnaik is here, and she is doing research on AI in Andhra Pradesh. Hello, Monalisa, can you update? Monalisa is our regular student.
Yes.
She is doing PhD. So, Monalisa, have you observed that AI ethics creates some problem, or AI-based decisions can create problem in the marketing behavior, because your area is the marketing research?
AI ethics, sir, na?
Yeah. I am talking about the AI ethics.
Yeah,
For
it will
example,
be
I
affected,
want
sir.
to buy one AC machine. So I am requesting ChatGPT. That is, I want to buy one AC machine. So please you suggest me which AC machine will be applicable for me. So AI is telling, okay, you can take the 2-ton machine.
Yeah.
Okay, 2-ton AC machine. But 1-ton AC machine that will be effective for your room size. So if you do not give this information that this is my room size, and now you tell me that is which type of machine I can purchase. So for that reason, we cannot tell ChatGPT that is you are responsible because you have told me 2-ton machine, but 1-ton machine is effective for me. So this is a
Yes.
very serious issue. Unnecessary, you are using the 2-ton machine because of your problem, because you have not mentioned AI. Am I correct, Mona
Yes.
Lisa?
Yes,
So
sir.
when
Yes,
you
sir. We
want
have
to
to give
give
the
the
proper
prompt,
information to AI
yeah,
so that it
proper
will learn
information,
what you
correct, very much correct.
Yes.
Here is Pranab R. May I know about yourself, Pranab R? Hello, Pranab R. Please you unmute yourself. Yes, Shubhra Vishwakarma. Hello, Shubhra.
Hi, sir.
Yes, Pranab R. Please you
Hello.
introduce
Yes,
yourself.
sir.
Uh,
Hello, sir. I'm Shubhra. Can I introduce myself?
sure.
Yes, sir. I'm Shubhra. Currently, I'm in Mumbai and working in with Arya Global School as a psychologist.
Okay.
And I have done my post graduation on PGDRP and Community Mental Health Diploma from NIMHANS.
Oh, that's nice. So
Yes, sir.
do you have this information that due to false
Yes,
information of AI, there is some mishap?
yes, sir. Sometimes it happened. I think from Chat GPT, I have experienced of it.
Oh,
Yes. Because one child is there, can I discuss one case in short without disclosing the name?
sure.
Because the intervention and other things are wrong for that children because the children has a intellectual disability. So the intervention is like the thought pattern is different of the child of intellectual disability, but the intervention of Chat GPT is something else.
Hmm.
So sometimes it happens, but not every time. But sometimes I realize that it happens. But if we give the correct information or correct case study na, then whatever the result we received from AI or Chat GPT, from Chat
Mhm.
GPT I have experienced this.
Correct.
Sometimes it happens.
So my point is that
Yes.
first you train your AI and then you ask your decision, final decision. Okay. First you
Okay.
train your AI, training,
Okay.
and after that testing and decision making.
Okay. Sir. Noted.
So,
Noted.
because AI does not have any consciousness, AI does not have any morality, AI does not
Okay,
have anything.
can you please repeat because now half an hour I was struggling for registered myself because I cannot, so I missed those conversations of your
Hmm.
expertise. Yes, how to
Thank you,
train, sir?
Shubhra. Yeah,
Yes,
we
sir.
have to
Yes,
train. For example, you have that baby, I think, in your lap.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So how do you train your baby to say Baba, Mama? Okay, so initially it is your function to train your baby. After that, your baby will tell Ma or Daddy, Mother, or whatever the language is there. After that, so whenever
Okay.
I am using ChatGPT, Initially, I train. After that, I ask, this is the problem. Now you tell me, what is your conceptual? Okay,
Yes,
therefore,
sir. Actually, you are correct, sir. Because sometimes it happen when school were demanding like in 5 minutes or 10 minutes, I have to formulate the case and send to them. So that time now it happens. It was, I think I accept that it is from my it is from my side that mistakes will happen. Like,
yeah, yeah,
yes, we have to train the AI and in um, deep explanation of the case study and other things. Like, am I correct, sir?
yes, very much correct.
Yes,
That
sir.
is
Thank you so
important.
much.
You have to train.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
When you apply R
Hello, sir.
programming or any statistical program, you will find there is one library. And library includes several software. So you have to
Okay.
go to the library and there you will find the software.
Okay.
Then your program can understand your need. So this is the important part. In our research related to the safety consciousness, you know that safety consciousness is very, very important in community development. Um, if we follow the Maslow's need hierarchy, we find the safety is the lower order need, and this is very much important. It is a hygienic need also for the Hargeberg theory. Therefore, safety consciousness is vital. And we have noted that is in classification of the workers based upon the safety consciousness profile. When we are using the general predictors, so we are not getting the good classification. But when we are using the strong predictors, then we find that is classification based upon the safety consciousness profile, it is 97%. Therefore, if you want to study the AI, you must be very much aware about the data mining. If your data reservoir has the false data, okay, then AI will be misguided. Okay.
Sir, can I add something? That
Sure.
the issue was not AI use itself, but the degree of passive acceptance. So participants who used AI but still maintained oversight and active judgment tended to feel more confident in their own reasoning. So that is the whole point of our webinar also.
Correct. Total dependency on AI is not good.
One more question, sir. One expert told me when I asked that how the AI ChatGPT functions, he narrated me that uh, chat whatever the facts the ChatGPT gives, it is from the consultation of the different theories, from different journals, from different sources of literature. So it is the result of different sources which the ChatGPT consults and gives the results. Is it okay?
Yes, sir, billions and billions text. It it covers for to make your happiness. Okay.
Then how we
Billions.
can,
So it is not possible for the human being. What is not possible for human being?
then
Because
how can
you cannot study the
yes,
total anxiety related to the any anxiety related questions that is in available in PubMed. You cannot cover everything. That
then
is
sir,
not possible by you, but AI can do it.
then
So
how we
billions and
can,
billions.
then how we can assess the validity of the materials which we have received from the AI?
For that reason, your knowledge is important about the specific topic.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
that is important. If you do not have that knowledge and you are following just collecting the data from AI, because in one internship, I have provided some student and she is giving me information about the different topics regularly, maybe 5 or 10. Then I find that she is collecting the data from ChatGPT. And she is regularly telling me that I am not following ChatGPT. Okay.
No,
So finally, I have told her. So I think whatever the things you have sent to me, you do not have the knowledge. So when I ask this question related to the psychotherapy issue, when I ask, she is not able. And she is telling only from the note. That means she has no such knowledge about it. Okay. Therefore, you should have the adequate knowledge about the topic. Otherwise, whatever information you will share, if you do not have the knowledge, then it is not possible. For example, if you write ChatGPT, so please you give me the conceptual framework of Rabindic psychotherapy. So ChatGPT will give you. And after that, if I ask you this question, so can you tell me at least what is Rabindic psychotherapy? That candidate will follow the note. He or she cannot. So therefore, any psychologist or any researcher should have adequate knowledge about the topic. Otherwise, there is a high chance for the misguide. Okay.
okay, sir.
Hello, Pronobar. Please you introduce yourself and
Sir, I am a UG student in Applied Psychology course in VIT Chennai, sir.
oh, that's nice. You are from Chennai.
Yes,
Very
sir.
good. Okay. So there is ample scope for you to do the research internship on AI ethics and psychological liability.
Yes, sir.
Shampurna. Hello, Shampurna. Can you introduce? No. Shupti Mukherjee.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Shampurna. Huh? Please you tell me about yourself.
I am Sampurna. I'm doing BA Psychology from Calcutta University.
Bah, very good. At least one student came from CU. Which college?
Ashutosh.
Ashutosh College. Okay. Many students are coming from Ashutosh College. Shupti Mukherjee, may I know about you?
Hello, sir. I am Shakti Mukherjee. I am doing psychology honors from Calcutta University British College.
Oh, that's nice. Best
Thanks.
wishes to all of you. So if you are interested for any internship, we are providing two types of internship. One is the data science, another one is the literature. Okay. So if you are interested and you can contact with us, you can contact with Farah, madam. So Shoma is the last one. Shoma. Hello, Shoma. Please you introduce. Shoma is the mathematics teacher in St. Xavier's School, Calcutta. And Shoma is our regular student. So Shoma, how is the lecture? And Rima? Hello, Rima.
Hello, sir.
How is the
Hello.
lecture? Is it okay for you?
Yes, sir.
Rima is also our student. She is doing PhD. So now I am requesting all of you, please close your hands. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Bhushishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So now I am closing this 117th Sunday webinar.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shubhra.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank
Yes,
you,
sir.
Farah
Thank you so
madam.
much, sir.
Thank you so
Yes,
much,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, Thank you everyone
Yeah.
for joining the session.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Pranab. Thank you, Professor Ramjilal. You have given your valuable time and you have raised very important questions that should be discussed thoroughly. And thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for organizing such a wonderful lectures.